Actually, it was very easy to understand. I went to the original like 3-hour preview, so to speak. Again, very skeptical, but I thought, well, I'll give it a try. I'll go to the next one. I bought the class, went to the next one, which was a 3-day course. And that's where I met one of the guys in class, and we became friends, and now we're business partners, and we're actually in control of quite a bit of property and real estate. And my goal is to become the bank as well as the commercial. So that's what I've done. It's actually very, very, very fun. It's great to be the bank. Like I tell my kids, I love you, God loves you, and be the bank. What they teach, and if you do it, it works. It's as simple as that. Do what they say, and you'll get results. Just go attend, do what they say, it'll change your life.
Tell them, you know, come on in, the water's just fine. and I do, oh, this stuff don't work in California. Well, if you're going to have that attitude, yeah, it may not work for you. You have to have a positive attitude. It does work. You just have to get out there, put the techniques in place, and do it. So I was very blessed in that fact. I worked 20 years to get my own home, and at that point the market had really shot up. We were in a huge appreciating market, so I had a little bit of equity when I first started. We had about $300,000 in equity. So if I was to sell everything, I'd probably have about that much money because I had no savings, I had nothing else but that home that I purchased and worked 20 plus years for, you know. And in the time from that point there, and it's been almost, oh gosh, maybe a year and a half, 2 years now since I started with Whitney. We've acquired close to 15 different homes. We've done countless wholesale deals. I've done a number of lease options, and I'd have to say, well, I think our gross holdings is probably $3.4 or $4 million. And now that's gross. I got to figure net would probably be a little less than that, so probably about half that. It took me 20 to get the first 300, and it took me two years to get the rest. So those are rough figures. Yeah. But if you trust the techniques, the skills that Whitney organization and their instructors teach you, and just have faith, and faith in God Himself. Both feet, jump, go, and do it. It works. And it's changed my life financially. Now I have a steady flow of income. I have a nice car. Believe me, I was not driving the BMW I drive now. And so I was able to get, you know, the nicer things that you have in life. What the techniques that Russ Whitney's organization teaches you allows you to become unlimited in what you can do. Being on the fence is, you have to be decisive, you just have to go and do it. It works.
Russ Whitney is, thank you so much. I'm glad they're there. So, yeah, they are my success. They're the reason I'm here.
I've been in that situation. I've had a few different friends, and I just tell them that they have to go to the point actually where I tell them I will pay for it. And if you think it was worth it, you pay me back at the end, because I have nothing but the most confidence they'll just pay me at the end. Most of the times when people kind of start saying that, oh, you know, I can't afford it, our biggest thing is, I don't think you could afford not to. You know, people, we just, you know us, look where we are now, and so it works. It's just, if you do it, it works.
It allows you to continue forward and to keep making more money, and it actually taught us, you know, we've probably spent twice that in other places for education to keep going and other information, and you know, it's just been phenomenal for that. So
the training's important. There's a lot of people I know, a lot of investors that just have gone off and tried to do things on their own. You can see them struggle, and for us, you know, if you're serious about something, the training and education is absolutely critical in terms of future success.
There's a system in place. I didn't have to figure it out like I tried to do before and get hurt again. It's invaluable to me to have something that's already a proven system and I don't have to go remake it. That has been everything for my success, truly.
If you follow I just took my 90-day planner right out of my book. The instructor said, do it. I did. It works. You can do that the next day right out of class. I just was afraid that someone might say yes to my offers and kind of hesitated there for a second. But as soon as I started doing it and they started accepting my offers, now it feels great, like old hat. You can just take whatever you've heard in the classroom and apply it the next week.
Say I'm blessed being here, honestly, because the opportunity which this country can give to everybody is just outstanding, and appreciate that. It's so exciting if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, mistakes might be very painful. That's why I'm here. I would like to do amazing things, but with minor mistakes. Offered me some properties. I went, I looked, I chose, I picked one property with big equity. Then I decided it's not enough for me. A property which probably will cost about $4 million after rehab, and right now it costs $360. Yeah. I just spoke to my people waiting for until you will call me. They got approval from, I believe, Buffalo Administrative Center that the property will be released. Yeah. Think about people who you love. My inner voice said to me, I can work very hard. I'm very blessed having my position right now, but I can do more than I can do right now. And I want to leave something for them. I would like to teach them. I would like to lead them. And I would say my best investment right now happened, what happened to my son. He is 22 years old. When I started doing my new investigation about real estate, he actually was like, oh, okay, Mom, something new, oh, okay, whatever. This summer he finished FIT college, and he's actually a graphic designer. Guess what happened to him? He is a realtor right now. He stopped, he said, you know, I see no future. $1,000 a week doesn't work for me. I want to work with people, I want to give them the right advice, I want to help them. He finished the school, he has 2 certificates, he was in Manhattan. I understand how much I owe the country. I want to give him back, as much as I can. Can you put in numbers how many nights I didn't sleep? If my work finished at 10 o'clock p.m. and I have to start at 6 o'clock a.m. and I sleep for an hour, but it doesn't matter. The success or the reimbursement is so exciting, it doesn't matter. You have to.
I was the very biggest skeptic probably. I sat at the back of the class and I saw the commercial on TV, so I thought, I'll give it a try. I know real estate, I know a lot of my friends are doing real estate, and they're making really good money at it. They have a lot of freedom, and what I do is photography, and I've done it for 28 years. So if I'm not there and I'm not working, I'm not making money. So with real estate, you can actually get out there, not have to be there continually all the time, have a studio business running, and make a residual income. That's what I wanted to do. So when I came to the classes, I was a big skeptic. I thought, this isn't going to work. These guys don't know what they're talking about, and they actually do. Now I'm doing it. I did what they said. I followed the steps in the course. We're actually doing real estate. My big goal is to become a bank and do commercial photography or commercial real estate. So I want to own mini storage units and apartment buildings.
I've retired 4 times, and I keep flunking retirement. We raised our grandkids, 2 of them full-time and 2 others part-time. And then we were on the next generation. We were raising great-grandchildren. And, you know, I had a retirement income, but you can't raise 2 little kids on retirement income, especially when you got child care. You know what child care costs? So I had to do something else, and my choices were welcome to Walmart or something else. And I just happened to catch this, so I said, well, I'll go check it out. So my wife and I checked it out, and I have to tell you that I used to be an MLM junkie. I got into every MLM in the world, you know, and that didn't work for me too well. But this looked like it could work. So I said, let's give it a shot. So we did. Well, you know, for years I couldn't swim. And one of the reasons I couldn't swim is that I didn't get in the water. I mean, I had all kinds of excuses why not to swim, you know, but I had to get in the water. And the thing about it is, until you take the plunge, you ain't ever gonna learn how to swim. And you know, you do it with fear and trembling, just like you do when you first learn how to swim. And I tell you, when that guy said, "You got the $600,000 note," I thought, oh my soul, I'm going in for another $600,000. I must be crazy, but the bottom line is, I now control over $2 million in assets in property. I got 5 properties beside the home I live in, you know. And so I've got more than $2 million out there in properties. And who'd have thunk it? I mean, I was a Southern Baptist minister, man. We made minimum wage, you know. I think that Russ's training is outstanding. It was hands down the best there is.